All right, class. All right, calm down, calm down. Okay. All right, we spent the last few days talking about plot, and I'm excited now to hear about your homework. I know we got some incredibly talented students here, and yeah, I'm just excited. So why don't we start with our star student, Mr. Mikey Crichton. Go ahead.
I've been really inspired by the ethics of manipulating human genetics, so I wrote a plot about what happens when scientists play God.
Wow, that is great, Mikey. Wow, I bet that's going to make a really great book. How about we go next to Stevie King?
I wrote a spooky story about a supernatural creature
Stevie, don't tell me you set the story in a small town in Maine. Oh, God, that's like the sixth one this semester. I'd like to see a little variety, okay? All right, whatever, okay. How about, where is our new student, George Martin? George R. Martin, there you are today. George, how'd your homework go?
I didn't finish.
Ah, yeah, what else is new? Okay, that's to be expected. Okay, and Brandon Sanderson, where are you at, Brandon? Over there?
I wrote 11 fully developed plots in different worlds, and they're all connected.
Wow, that sounds very lucrative. That's awesome. That's okay.
And 3 secret stories.
Okay, calm down, calm down. I got things to do, okay? I can't read all those secret novels, Jesus. Okay, and lastly, we have Miss Sarah Mass. There you are.
I wrote a story about a plucky heroine in a fae world surrounded by hot, sexy fae lords.
Okay, didn't you already turn that in? I feel like I read that story already.
In this one, they're shirtless.
Yes, they were shirtless in the last one too. I get it. Look, did the counselor talk to you about this? Because I asked her to go talk to you.
She liked it.
Okay, of course she did. Look, as long as there's no more watery bowels, after we had our talk, God, it was a long talk. There's no watery bowels, are there? There's no watery bowels?
Read it and see.
God dang it, I hate this job. God dang it, I hate this job. God dang it, I hate this job. Ah! In this video, maybe a series, we'll see, we're gonna break down some of the great plots from great stories and talk about why they're so great. What do they do that other stories don't? Why do we love them so much, and what can we learn from these stories to make our own plots even better? Starting with our good old friend, George R.R. Martin. All right, let's keep this pretty short. A Game of Thrones is a complex story following multiple characters through politically driven conflicts, war, revenge, love, weird love. I mean, this book has all of it, right? It's famous for a couple different things. Great character work, huge twists, phenomenal world building, and today we're gonna focus on one major point, that is the twists. A Game of Thrones has twists galore. But here's one major thing about these twists that you need to emulate in your own stories. Every twist is done as a character choice. Just like inciting incidents, twists come in 2 flavors, coincidental and causal. A coincidental inciting incident, or twist, is one that the character has no agency in. Oh no, a big twist! My car broke down and I've wandered into the house of a serial killer. Happens to all of us. Look, yes, you could have this be a twist, but it will always be more impactful if an inciting incident or a twist is causal, if it's the ramifications of someone's action. In A Game of Thrones, one of the biggest twists comes, and I'll keep this pretty light on spoilers, when King Joffrey has been told by his mother to react to some big news in a specific way. And what does he do? The little twerp decides to go off script, and it directly leads to a huge, momentous change in the series. This is the kind of twist you need to make in your own story. Twists in your story should be directly related to actions of your characters, whether that's the actions of your protagonist or your antagonist. And doing this helps your story in multiple ways. First, having a character cause a twist enforces something about the character in a very powerful way. This character, by their nature, has just changed the entire course of the narrative, and that's memorable. Second, it makes your story feel intentional. This sort of decision anchors your characters and your narrative as a package. The characters change the world, and the world changes your characters. See what I did there? Third, it's just way more satisfying. Let's shift our magic worlds and let's look to Harry Potter. Oh, Harry, what can I say about you that other people haven't already said? Well, to get your attention, I can show you what's been showing up on my Instagram feed lately.
Make my move, the Queen will take me. Then you're free to check the King.
No. Ron, no!
What is it? He's going to sacrifice himself. No, you can't! There must be another way. Do you want to stop sleeping, get that stone or not?
And after that, how can Harry Potter not be in your mind? Is it just me? I don't know. Let's keep a lot of this short again, since Harry Potter is pretty commonly discussed. I just want to mention about how Harry Potter starts simple and grows in complexity. And I'm not talking about world building, even though you could do that. I honestly think Who the hell is Harry Porter? What am I even saying? Like, I honestly think Harry Potter in world building terms doesn't start simple. It surrounds you in world building, but it's done so well, we don't even care. But the plot of Harry Potter does start simple. Harry is a wizard, and now he's going to wizard school. Simple. And then we get another layer. By the way, the most evil wizard of all times coming back to life, and he specifically wants to kill you. Brutal. And then we get another layer. Also, there's someone inside the school that's a bad guy. The plot starts simple. It gives the reader a chance to learn about the world, and it gives the author a chance to develop something cool and unique before building up something more complicated. It gives the reader a chance to learn and fall in love with the characters before there's too much going on. Now, this is a conscious decision. Yes, this book is for kids, but this method of layering and complicating the plot, it's not solely used in kids' books. In your book, things should start simple. In Act 2, you should increase the stakes, you could change what we know, and eventually it all culminates into a climax that just ties everything together. Simply put, that's a plot that readers love. And we want our readers to fall in love with our story. It's that simple. There's a book by Stephen King called 11/22/63. It's about time travel and the JFK assassination, and boy, what a story it is. The hard thing about this story is that description. Time travel, JFK assassination doesn't really set you up for the experience of all like the human elements of this story. Look, it's got great character work, it's a love story, it's fantastical, magical, it's dark. It's just really good. It's just really good. And while it does all of this other stuff that I just mentioned, the plot has one powerful, simple idea. What if you could go back in time and change history? It's really easy when we're planning stories to come up with something complex and diverse and multifaceted and nuanced. But there is simplicity in being able to define the core of your plot in one powerful sentence. Everything else should build on that. But I think the best stories have a plot that is this simple. That doesn't mean your story is simple. You can create amazing character work in a wild world and really do a lot with that story. But take one core idea for your plot and build on that. What do you think? Am I full of garbage? Can you summarize a plot of your book in one simple idea? Do you have a story that starts simple and builds in complexity? And is your plot truly impacted by the actions of your characters? If you want to come talk story, come join our Discord, link below. We have over 500 writers, from new writers to indie authors and more. Subscribe for more story content, and as always, thank you for watching.